Hello, or should I say, good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it happens to be for you. And I welcome you, once again, back to Baldur's Gate 3. We had a fairly interesting session last time with dealing with the monstrous barkeep and his minions in the tavern, as well as after successfully beating him, investigating the area and investigating some of the nearby things as well, defeating some shadow possessed people as well as some actual shadow monsters, and generally just getting our bearings, helping out an apprentice mage who attempted to save his brother and sister, but was overwhelmed near the ruins of the town. But with that being said, we decided to cut our losses a little early. We had not yet we had not yet explored the Masons Guild in the ruined town, and that will be one of the main things that we will seek to accomplish today. We returned back to safety and Last Light Inn. I did some off-stream inventory shuffling, selling, as we had managed to pick up quite a lot of stuff over the course of our previous adventures, and getting some cash back from all of the junk that we sold was always good. And then we decided to also, well, what the hell?
Wants to know about supplies.
Let's spend some of that gold because, well, if we die with a lot of gold on our corpses, we're not going to be able to enjoy it. So, figured we'd get ourselves some new gear. We definitely stocked up some potions. We have once again restructured to our default formation of party members, that being Gale the Wizard, Shadowheart the Cleric, Arlod the Barbarian, and obviously our main character here. Now, some of the notable things that we picked up while we were doing that shuffling was we actually found a cape. So, and this cape looks fairly heroic. I feel that it fits our adamantine splint armor coloration very well, and this is a cloak of protection, so we get +1 to our armor class and a +1 to our saving throws, which well, they are quite useful stat boosts indeed. We did pick up a bunch of arrows, bunch of potions. Some of the arrows that we managed to find were quite interesting arrows in that we found Arrow of Salving, 4 of them, which allows to shoot somebody with an arrow that cures a target of paralyzation, blindness, or poison, which was immediately transferred over to Shadowheart because, well, that's quite useful. We also picked up a couple of dragon slaying arrows for no particular... well, it's one of those things where I'm not sure if we're going to be facing a dragon, but if we're going to be facing a dragon, might as well have a couple of dragon slaying arrows on our hands, because, yeah. But the biggest thing that for Shadowheart at least, we picked up a Shield of Devotion for her, which increases the level 1 spell slots that she has, like just base, by 1, which is obviously great. She can do a shield bash, which is, well, it's not like she uses her reaction for too much, so feels like a nice thing to have. But she also gains the aid spell at 3rd level, which is quite a useful spell to have. And considering it doesn't go from her own personal spell slots, that's even better. But with all that being said, I think we're ready for our next. I was thinking of potentially just going for a long rest immediately. But
afford to
I
stay idle.
think what we're going to do is we're going to be using the aid spell.
Our asses.
So, heal yourself and increase your hit point maximum. Okay, so that is, it's unfortunate that it only targets herself. I mean, it does make sense in the sense that, like, this is probably more for, generally more for a tank than for a healer, but increasing, like, giving Shadowheart 10 extra hit points when she is the primary healer seems like a perfectly reasonable thing to do. Now, what we're gonna do is, instead of going for a long rest immediately, I did note a couple of things, which were, we are going to go and wake up, or at least attempt to wake up, Arcola, and there was this little sort of nook that we haven't yet explored that was just outside the barrier dome of protection, so I figured that would be also something that we can probably do before we go for the long rest.
So now what? We just wait. Hope the true soul comes through.
Yes, we wait. If we're called, we join the fight against Catherine. And with the true soul, we will land the final blow.
It is nice to hear people seemingly have confidence in me. Like, very much appreciated. Looks like after our conversation here, the counselor has managed to move forward with his life. Now then, let's talk to Halson just to see if he has anything to say. Oh.
Daniel and me are climbing up a tree.
He keeps saying Daniel's name. He must know more. We need to rouse him.
Well, I found a loot. It seems to have belonged to the Flaming Fist, and this was from the House of Healing fight that we had in a prior.
Good. Its music might help restore him. Show it to him.
I shall pull out the loot that I found, and I shall play a little. Why did Carla approve? Well, I'm glad.
Daniel! He's still trapped there. He needs help.
Calm. Breathe. You've been trapped in the Shadowfell for a century. Take a moment to clear your mind.
Well, I'm glad that you at least stopped by, Aelin. It's
Your
good to
house.
see you. Hope you have fun at
Daniel
your
said to find
at your
you.
parents.
You must help him, please.
I will, but I need to know where Daniel is. If I venture into the Shadowfell blind, I will never find him.
I'm not sure I can put it into words. The landscape there shifts and changes.
So interestingly, the man was actually about a century in the Shadowfell, and yet, I mean, he's got some damage to him, certainly, but he's alive. Like, no massive limb loss, no nothing. He doesn't even seem to be blind or anything, which is interesting. Was there anything that could offer guidance? Something that didn't change? Our other options would be let Halson handle this, or don't tell me I brought you back for nothing. I feel that just staying, like, being an active part of this conversation seems like the better thing to do.
Lavender. Whenever I saw Daniel, I always smelled lavender.
I can work with that. Rest now. Meet me by the lakeshore. I have what we need to proceed, but I'll need your help. Be ready. This may prove perilous.
Okay. We were inspired by that. Gale is inspired by that. Okay. let's see. Why were so noble for us? Favor for favor. Wake art for Counselor Folorek and the Flaming Fist. Okay, so apparently we liked it because we did a favor to the Flaming Fist. Versus Gale. I guess it was just because it was kind of magically induced slumber, so it was interesting to him. But I think we have gotten our little warning from Halsing, so I don't think we'll be. I wonder if he has any more dialogue.
You're Halsin. Thanios.
No. He doesn't have anything. Fistjalar.
I'll say a prayer to Timora for your good luck.
Nothing. Aubrey.
Marcus was scum. But the rest of us are loyal to Duke Ravengard. Loyal to Baldur's Gate, I swear it.
I mean, that would also be something that any and all potential spies would try to convince me of, that you're loyal to Baldur's Gate, but a witch hunt is not in our interest at the moment.
I've known Marcus for years. To think that he would turn on us, on me. You did well to defend Isabel.
His betrayal goes a lot deeper than I thought it did.
Have you ever known me to cheer?
But with that interest in Art Colla now done, I think. So where is Mr. Halson? He said he wanted us to meet at the lakefront, so he probably. Let's see. Lift the Shadow Curse. Halson has a plan to save Thaniel and lift the Shadow Curse. He asked us to meet him by the lakeshore at last night. Yeah, so he's. I mean, we should be able to. Oh yeah, he's literally in that small nook that we were going to investigate. All right then. And he said that it could certainly prove perilous. So we're not gonna go and do that for now. I feel that we do need a long rest. I don't know why the House of Flowers is marked with a quest, because, I mean, maybe it's connected to Moonrise Towers, or is that the House of Flowers? Yeah, and it doesn't give me any particular information on that. What about the quests? Yep, Wake Up Arcola is now complete. Okay. Well, I think we won't chance whatever peril we might get dragged into with Halson. So I think we're just going to talk to Damon, see if he has
Can't
anything.
sleep, so I might as well hammer.
Anything interesting
Need anything?
to sell? We don't have any raw materials for you to use, but you have a short sword, right? This was the short sword that I was thinking of giving to our resident rogue, but it is fairly. I mean, this is still a very good short sword regardless, but we're going two-handed like on pretty much anyone. Like, we could potentially just buy this to give this to Shadowheart, I guess, but I feel that that's a bit of a waste. Don't think whenever you deal damage with this weapon, or that's something we sold. I think that's something we sold. This is something we sold. Harmonium Halberd. This is the one. Right, this was the one that increases your strength, but also decreases intelligence and wisdom. And it's like doesn't have any extra damage on it, but also, I mean, doesn't have a chance to stun the wielder either. And there's Doro, which just gives a cantrips. Hold that. Yeah, I don't think he has anything of interest. These are just +1. +1 armors. Guy. Yeah. No, nothing here. Though.
I'll be here if you need anything else.
Right. So with that, I mean, I hope that there's not going to be anything that's too distressing happening during the long rest, but we shall see. Long rests have proven to be quite eventful recently, so who knows. Yes, we shall end the adventuring day for now. You have anything to say, particular to say, Carla?
Oh, hi.
No. I think we've pretty much exhausted dialogue from our companions. The one person I do want to talk to, certain tiefling child,
Leave.
and she has nothing to say because she's still out. Fair enough. I think we shall go to bed then, and let's use some of our quite exhaustive list of there we go. Oh no. What is it this time? Will is practicing dancing in like and he it seems to be, I think that yep, that looks rather formal. Like watching a beached flounder flop back to the sea. I think that we can compliment his form. Nice form. Where'd you learn to dance like that?
I've attended my share of fancy balls and masquerades. A few elegant moves can turn all the right heads. Figured it was time to brush up on my skills. I wouldn't want to fail my new partner.
Yeah, well, I mean, brushing up on your skills is always a good idea, and I mean, it's not like that's going to a new partner. Who might that be? Hopefully he isn't thinking of taking his devil to the ball.
As luck would have it, may I have this dance?
All right. So apparently he has romantic interest in us, which I don't think we share. It would be polite to smile and bow. I'd like to, but I'm afraid I'll trip over my feet. No, like, we're a noble. We have decent charisma. We're not that dexterous, but like, we should be at least had learned some basics. Dance, but there's no music. I mean, this is probably something that could be rectified. I'm not interested, Will. And dance with a devil? Most certainly not. Well, I appreciate the sentiment on Dance with the Devil, most certainly not. I feel that's more than a little harsh. So we're gonna go with I'm not interested, Will.
Are you sure? I've been rehearsing, you know. I'd hate to put all that effort to waste.
I mean, it feels bad. Like, the guy is genuinely, apparently has practice. But I think we should just call it a day.
Oh, I mean, yes.
Sorry, Will. And I know you're disappointed, but... I guess that's what he's been doing at camp then. But other than that, perfectly normal night's rest. And we're ready for this day's adventure. Right. I wonder what the what particular we're gonna find with Halsin. I mean, surely we're not gonna go to the Shadowfell. Like, surely that's not the plan. I mean, it kind of has to be the plan, doesn't it? Because, well, that's where Nathaniel is. Okay, so we know that we're going to be facing trouble. So I think we're gonna pop in an elixir immediately. Which elixir are we going at? I don't think... drink to enter a bloodlust. Once per turn. Bonus action, single use. And this lasts until... I assume this is similar to... It says... It doesn't state that it lasts... Like, this is an elixir, this is a potion. Doesn't give us... Doesn't tell us how long it lasts. I think all elixirs... Like, I think they all just last until the next long rest. I'd hate to be wrong. Gain 5 temporary hit points and additional once per turn when you kill... Right. This is a very good elixir, so I don't think I want to ruin that by just taking it. So we'll take one of the elixirs of viciousness and see what it says. Elixir until the long rest. All right, so we have that. Carla. I think. Yeah, as said, I think we're going to stay from the bloodlust for now. Because this is something that we probably want to pop when we're going after the Moonrise Towers, and I feel that we're probably going to have a long rest before that, so I think we'll just drink the same viciousness one.
A long way to go still.
Shadowheart. Do we need to pop anything here?
Seek and you shall find me.
Don't think we need that. We'll put the... Yeah, we'll put the lightning on for now. How many of those did I have? I have like 4 of those. Okay, I think both Gale and Shadowheart get to drink the Greater Elixir of Arcane, so an additional 2nd level spell slot.
I have a lot on my mind.
And then, well, since we're already doing that, might as well cast Shield of Devotion 8 on herself. Did we have anything else that we wish to do? Prior. Yes.
Elminster's not around, so it might as well.
Gale wants to cast Mage Armor. So.
It's good to be alive.
I think that is all she wrote for any buff casting for now.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Let's see what Halsin has in store for us.
You're here. Good. Now we can begin.
Right. Okay, so first I want to know what to expect. Let's do it. You can begin. I have a feeling that Halsin doesn't know what we should expect, but we'll ask anyway.
Thaniel is trapped in the Shadowfell, but thanks to your efforts, I know where to look. Now I must go there, alone.
Okay. So you are gonna go into the Shadowfell to look for a dude you haven't seen in a century by yourself. I mean, I think, well, Halsin hasn't like, he has shown himself to be wise and capable, so I don't think questioning his judgment on this seems like a reasonable thing to do. So we're just gonna go and say, well, what am I to do?
With the Oak Father's blessing, I can infiltrate the Shadowfell, but doing so will sap my strength. I'll need your help if I'm to return.
Okay.
I need you to stay here, keep the portal open until I return, and defend it at all costs.
Right. We're not good at infiltration. And again, I do trust his judgment on this. Defend it. What do you mean?
The shadows won't be banished without a fight. Once I open the portal, they'll swarm like carrion birds and try to destroy it. You must not let that happen.
Very well then.
Let's begin. Whatever happens, do not attempt to enter the portal, and do not let anything interfere with it.
Roger
It took me
that.
years of study, of seeking the Oak Father's favor, to find a way to part the veil. Pray that this works.
So even if we had asked him,
Oak Father, hear me.
we probably wouldn't have
Aid
been
me.
able to join him on the infiltration.
Force open the jaws of darkness. Make passage for your vessel of light. It's ready. I'll return with Thaniel as soon as possible. Stay close to the portal. Buy me what time you can.
So we're probably facing, you need to destroy waves of enemies. Yes, opportunity attack. Hey. Save. Right, this is most definitely. Wait, who are first Harper? Are you? These are just. Okay. So this thing actually has hit points. All right. Right, so we're definitely, most definitely, putting a rage here. Now, we need to put down that wraith. That much is certain. Much is certain. Over here, and let's get to swinging. Recklessly, yes. Another good damage so far. Shadow. That's fine. Yeah, I think we just, this is an instant case of Spirit Guardians. Radiant damage. Probably, honestly, should have walked in a way that, if he decided to take, actually, speaking of,
I don't fancy their chances.
I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go for a shocking grasp on the Wraith. Gale. That's a very good hit from Gale, which does mean that he is now entirely and utterly without a reaction, which then allows Shadowheart to make her way there. And unfortunately, he did make the save. So, Shadowheart gets to go down here so to make sure that the Wraith is still within the Spirit Guardians, and I think that's it for now. We could cast... We do have... Could cast... Spiritual Weapon. Yeah, I think this is probably one of those cases where you just do cast Spiritual Weapon. We'll go with the spear. Pop it over there. Oh, it gets its own. Right, and I think with that, we're done. I don't think we need anything from you, Gale. The real question is... Baldur deals damage with a spell they gain 2 lightning charges. Yep. I think that's that. Shadow Cursed Harpers. Alright. Yep. That's what I was afraid of. The bastards would attempt to range attack. Why?
Time to push my luck again.
This doesn't seem to have a... So yeah, I think we just do bonus action, Divine Sense. Because it's not a... These things are within your area that get affected by the Divine Sense, so we're just gonna go another swing. Alright. That's the big one gone. But now...
Swift as my feet can carry me.
You're gonna be there. I think that's gonna be that. Shadow Cursed Pilgrim. I wonder if we can heal the portal. Oh, that's just a shitload of things. Strength drain on Gale. Okay. That is just a shitload of things. Alright, I don't think we need that. So, let's try them. Alright, Reckless. Holy shit, these things. Is there a way to get over there? Nope, not enough. Do we go for the potion of speed then? Shadow Cursed Flaming Fist, Shadow Cursed Barber. Jesus Christ. Why are there so many things? God damn it. Because I think all of these little ones are probably just gonna get blasted when Shadowheart uses Channel Divinity. So really... Yeah, I think we're just gonna go after the shadow over here right next to Gale.
Poor fucker.
Nice. And then bonus action, great weapon, master attack. 1 hit point left. I think that's fine.
My faith will protect me.
Faith.
On my
Let's
way.
get you up there. Oh, right, I forgot. I don't even really need to... I don't even really need to use a... Right. Channel Divinity. How far will you reach from here? Where is it? There it is. Turn undead. It's that many of them. Not getting you anymore. think we're just gonna go for this. And yeah, that was. I mean, they were all pretty lightweight enemies, but yeah, one of the most devastating channel divinities I have seen so far. No bonus action here. We could throw a heal to Gale, but I feel that's a little bit of a waste at this stage, so...
May the dice roll in my favor.
Dice roll in your favor. I think we're gonna move up there. We're gonna cast.
Dead
And I think we're gonna fall back over. Or maybe. I think it like they seem to be spawning not on the stone sort of steps here. So I think we're just gonna stay on that. Range attacks again. Ooh, that's yep, that's not good. That's not good at all. Dealt with the creeper. Right over there.
Where do I go from here? Have to keep going.
Revival failed. Yeah, I think this is a potion of speed. It is a potion of speed here. Got a cursed harper. Got a cursed harper. Didn't go down. God damn it. Got a cursed harper. Alright. And then, last but not least, we can put... Do we go for, just a smite here? Shadow cursed undead. Those who die in this are cursed to remain there forever. These undead have reduced hit points and strength, and are resistant to and cannot use spells or weapon action. Okay. I'm just like, she's not susceptible to radiant damage. We haven't seen any others. So there's a cursed flaming fist, flaming fist, flaming fist. Another cursed harper. Another cursed harper. Pilgrim, pilgrim. Yeah, I guess we just go for, honestly, second level. And that's exactly what we wanted. Right, where are the... Right, we've at least managed to get into melee range, so they'll have disadvantage on any range attacks if they're gonna throw out any. But I think we are definitely going to be... Oh, they're dashing out. Fair enough. Right, it seems that the turn that they spawn in, all they do is dash. Okay. I was hoping that we'd at least get a attack of opportunity on there, but that doesn't. Okay. So, a wraith and a shadow spawned over there. Yeah, I think what we're gonna do is Shadowheart is gonna go over there. Carla is gonna have to go over here and basically by herself just fight these fuckers. Hopefully. Yeah, she won't be able to one turn. Okay. Fair enough. Wraith. Yeah, but still very unfortunate. Alright. But she's probably got him cornered.
I'm ready.
And then Shadowheart gets to just run forward. Oh, the Shadow Mastiffs are here as well. Okay. Are the Shadow Mastiffs, are they considered undead? No, they're monstrosity. Okay, that's unfortunate. Alright, well... That was very unfortunate. Very. Is she going to fail her Constitution saving throw if she takes an attack of opportunity from the Shadow Master? Is she gonna fail it? God, I certainly hope not. And he missed. So that answers that question. Alright, turn. Yeah, good enough. Turned all of them. Wonderful. And now... basically, are possible. Did still reach them. Wonderful. Right. We were supposed to also check, can you healing word the portal? Nope, it is an inanimate entity. I figured as much. Don't think there's anyone else who needs any healing, so... real bonus action.
Tale for the ages.
Right. We do need to fuck over the Shadow Mastiffs. So I think we just walk over here and blast them. Managed to throw one of them out, not the other. Alright. Fortunate, but have to live with that. You. I think we should just go after the Shadow Mastiff. Just go after that one. Critically hit. Alright, alright.
I can't even catch my breath.
Right. So the only person who wasn't turned is this guy.
Don't waste a step.
We're going after him. And we're... I wonder if we're going to be... Yeah, I think we'll just swing rather than try to give ourselves any particular special help there. Come on, last one. There we go. There we go. So he's dead. Now we can run forward so that we can harass this Shadow Man. Bonus action. Alright. Opportunity attack. There it is. That Shadow Mastiff burned the Holy Light. They got turned. Shadow Cursed Yankee Warrior. Oh boy. Is it bugged? Oh, never mind, it was... Yep, they're turned and they're fleeing. He's turned and he's fleeing. Then we have... the Zealots, the Yankee Warriors. I think they're all melee. Right. Okay, let's... Oh, I completely completely and utterly fucking forgot that. Yep, you should be swinging with your. Damn it. Pommel strike. Alright. You're keeping him busy.
To focus.
We can't really afford to leave his range. But we're all moving in the same initiative, so swing. Okay. Okay. Critical miss, unfortunate. I didn't mean to move him there. God damn it, I meant to take control of our Paladin. Alright. Let's take a short rest for replenish. God damn it. Alright. So I think we need to. No. Oh, that doesn't help us. Right. I think we just attempt to kill this man. That's not going to do enough damage. And there's a critical hit. Then going for the zealot again. That was a miss. Another one. That was a hit. Then bonus action. Blunt. Alright. Then with here we are going to be, for the first time ever, we are going to be using this lightning blast ability as a bonus action, because we have a lightning bolt to throw out, and I think we're just gonna go for the fourth level one, because it's not the time to be saving our resources. And I mean, we do have also have what's it called? Gosh, I'm blanking it. It's arcane recovery. That's the thing that I was. Right. So with that, we have a 55 chance of making that. We have a 60% chance of making that. We have Sacred Flame, we have 84 chance of making that, or instead of doing any of that, I think walking up there for him to take that save is the best thing that we can do. Right. Now for our actual attack. We do have a lot of personal spell slots. Question is, do we spend one of those here? No. I think we just take that shot and switch back to field of fear, and that.
Survival is all that matters.
Survival is indeed all that matters. You get to walk over there so that they get an attack of opportunity. So the Wraith is just right. So he's the first one. He's the second one. Let's make sure that he dies. Hopefully. Yep, he certainly did. Entering the Spirit Guardians. The Spirit Guardians slowed down this guy, so he couldn't reach there, even with the dash. Alright. So he's down and out for now because he had the potion of speed on him. Right, so he needs to go down.
What fools these mortals be.
Alright, Gale. Talking grass. Can you put him down? You could. Well done, buddy. Well done. Right. That's your contribution for this turn. Then I think we are going to cast first level. First level. Want to take out this guy. Nice hit. Then up there.
On I go.
Watch this.
We have Carla. Let's go for the swing. Critical hit. Nice. Another good hit. And we didn't even need the bonus action grade weapon master. Jesus Christ, girl, you can run.
Surrender.
Right. So you're done.
Let's finish this.
You're done. Gale is done. No actions from the Paladin.
It's done. I have him.
Nice. The portal. Ah, hello, Pitpad. I have just managed to save
But something's wrong.
the boy and the
Dreadfully wrong.
from beyond the portal. That was a lot closer
can't
than
be.
I thought, because the portal was. I'll be honest. Like, the portal seemed quite weak. It took a lot of damage from just a couple of ranged attacks, but. So, this is looking rather bad. I don't think he's dead, but I do think we need to get Thaniel to someplace safe.
Yes. I'll bring him back to camp. He'll be safest with us. I need to examine him. I need to understand what's wrong. It's almost like something's missing from him. Come see us when you can.
Right, and then got an inspiration on that. Halsin decided to walk through fire and just take fire damage apparently. Right. Aside from, like, nobody really took damage, but that's because all of the enemies really just wanted to try and swarm the portal.
Is that blood?
And all of the guys.
Never mind.
Oh, never mind. They didn't leave. Like, I just thought that they despawned, but no, they literally just died as it collapsed. All right then. Githyanki Greatsword. We'll just send to camp. Send to camp. Pick that up. Oh, there's probably a lot of tumors here. For potion. Okay. Got a halberd. That plate armory. And did you have any trouble, Pitpad, if you're still here, when you played when you did the portal fight here? Task at hand. Need the Shadow Mastiff alive and intact. If that is not the case, the second half of your payment shall be forfeit upon your return to Baldur's Gate. I have generously paid a large amount of gold in advance, applied all the necessary, or required to see this endeavor done correctly. Today you are unmatched as a butcher. First sake, I hope that isn't exaggeration. Oh, he picked up the job that he was not capable of doing, apparently. What about you? Lawful was like a plum, so sweet within her tongue, with wiggle of fun. she set right out to sea. Okay. A curse had made the land its lair. It lay over all like willow hair. Oh, it could strip the body bare, so filled the people with despair. Shadow curse without a light, yet she would kindle romance bright. Low and moony, dark of night, he went to it bereft of fright, and hugged the curse the wicked. Her love for it was like a plum, then so sharply pain did come. Chewed her flesh like scrumptious gum. She trickled, she burst, she started to. Okay. That was a lot more gruesome than I expected, I'll be honest. I am a little sad that I didn't bring our I don't think Lae'zel would actually have said anything about the Githyanki warriors. Like, I feel that she would have just been like, well, they must have been weaklings because, well, they're now dead and shadow cursed. Right, what about you, Mr. Shadow Vestige?
Desperate prayers to Selûne echoing from the past. They did not save him.
Poor guy.
You can almost feel the heat from the forge. This one was once a blacksmith. A faded memory of a boy and girl sharing their first kiss. Your own heart almost flutters in tune with theirs. You sense a fading echo of the person who once was a dockhand. He did not ask for this.
I mean, nobody asks for this.
You glimpse a young harper on the eve of battle against Thorn long ago. He and his comrades toast each other in last light. Thoughts of baby names. She did not wish for her firstborn to be named after her mother-in-law. Maldred. Ugh.
Huh.
You can almost feel the heat from the forge. This one was once a blacksmith.
I do very much like the in the tabletop version, like shadows have no such how would you call it, like no such memory sphere or shadow vestige like is left behind. But I do definitely like the addition. Like it just makes like it does do a certain job of like it does certainly like give a sense of, at least to me, it gives me like, certainly makes me pity, makes the shadow curse feel more impactful when like the shadows that you kill as part of your quest, like they were just people once. And, like, especially like the like at the very beginning, where one of the shadow vestiges is like from a small, like a little girl. Like it does just instantly up the gravity of what you're facing. Now, this honestly is like, probably monetarily speaking, this is gonna be a rather good haul. Just once we get to the point where we sell all of this stuff. But it would have most certainly encumbered pretty much the entire party to try and take these and haul these back, unless we instantly sold them. But we're not doing that. We're just gonna send them to camp, sell them later. But with that, might as well.
Victims of the shadow curse. At least they were afforded a burial.
Yeah. And we're not robbing graves. It is not what we do. So we're gonna let them lie undisturbed. this the... Yeah, there's nothing going this way. I don't think there wasn't anything to go down into the water itself. This. All of us failed the perception check, and so we know nothing. Open graves. Okay, are they open graves because they were buried? Like they didn't get a proper burial, or are they open graves because something dug open? But there's nothing else for it here. So I think with that fight over, we will make our way. We will make our way to the Grand Mausoleum Sigil. And from here, we will go and find this. But we will go and investigate the last major building, I believe, of the town, aside from the tower itself. Be going and from the side entrance. Christ, those screams do get to me whenever they just randomly appear. But we are going to... Nope, not the House of Healing. We will be going to the Masons Guild, which we pretty much skipped as we found a way onto the roof, and then never actually went inside. But the Masons Guild was apparently like the last holdout of the Selûnites. So I wonder if we'll find what we'll actually find here.
Dark justiciars who fell long ago in service of Shah and Ketheric Thorn.
Have originated from somewhere nearby.
Why? Right, chosen a Shah. I mean, yeah, we had very much found Dark Justiciar corpses before inside the town. It is a little weird that this one would elicit a response or an update to the... But who am I to... Okay, that's weird, but pumpkin boat. I wonder if they're... This just brings us back up. I don't think... So... We'll go around the outer perimeter as well. Since we're already here, see if there's anything interesting. There is a bunch of rubble, certainly, like, it kind of looks like it kind of like that is just a wedge in the stone, but it kind of looked for a moment that they're like a scroll or something. Apparently it wasn't it. And before I forget,
my faith will guide me.
Something that I do want to do, which is called cast the light cantrip. Where is the light cantrip? Come on, where is it? Am I just blind? Cantrips. There we are. Onto Paladin and his helper. And yes, I probably was just being blind there. Alright.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Up the iron ladder. To what appears to be like a workshop area. Rotten food.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Anything here? Infernal iron. That is certainly interesting.
Making me sweat.
Carla?
Can't give up now.
Here. Got over it.
Can't slow down.
Why would a Mason's Guild have a scroll of burning hand? Thieves' tool, scroll of burning hand. Okay. Main.
At the ready.
Got that.
What's next?
Heal.
No one's stopped me yet.
Great. I wonder, like, did they, Ornate Wooden Hatch go down? We'll come back to that, I feel. I think we want to clear out the actual sides of the Masons. Could go up a level. Up a level. Second level. I think we just go.
What's that?
Odd looking though.
A pile of crushed bones of varying shapes, sizes, and creatures.
And critters. Well, there is supposedly a necromancer somewhere out here who apparently likes keeping.
Here lies the Grand Mason, his bones and lies exposed.
Bones and lies. Books. Interest. Mean that he lied. Ornate Wooden Hatch. Probably. So if I'm gonna guess, Ornate Wooden Hatch is gonna take us to what is going to turn out to be the Necromancer's lair. He's not above ground at all, which means that we are also not gonna be able to get any sort of drop on the guy. There's probably only one way in. Like, we haven't, at least we haven't found any sort of secret entrance. And so, like, it doesn't look like the building has been built for it. I can't think of any place where immediately there would be, like, a hidden entrance. I guess we just have to, go for the Ornate Wooden Hatch and hope for the best. Okay. No immediate ambush. No immediate desecrated corpses. Any such. Huh. Right, so there's an elevator, lump hammer. They're chiseled. Okay. So the elevator just brings it up here. Very curious. Is the Mason's Guild the thing that is? Keyhold Herald.
I wonder what the next move is. Oh, what
Next
are
move
you
is you
hiding?
attempt to lockpick that Keyhold Herald. Difficulty class 18, so no walk in the park this one. Thankfully we have plenty of thieves tools and we've got gloves of thievery. That is certainly not going to be enough. So try again. Thieves tools. Come on. Nope. Still not good enough. Thankfully we're rocking a shitload of them. With advantage, statistically we should be able to brute force our way through here. And so far we've been rolling well below average. But oh, 14 plus 2. Just need a 2 from the guidance and alright. 1 short. Alright, 8 straight up 18. Fair enough. It took us
looking ahead
more thieves tools than I had hoped for, but as I said, we had plenty of them. Right. Note from the Mason. Congratulations on finding this place. Journey ends here. I mean, that's certainly a threat to be making. From a man who's dead. I mean, with how I believe he is quite yes, of course the reinforced gilded chest is trapped. There was no question that it wouldn't be after that particular. Toggle group mode off and Shadow Heart, if you would please. Oh, DC 18 as well. This one we'll have to use inspiration on. Yeah, we're gonna use inspiration. Ooh, nope. We're gonna use another one. 19, there we go. 2 inspirations. Farming that.
Alright, what now?
You certainly had a feeling that it was probably going to be pretty bad if we didn't. And of course, it's empty. Who didn't see that one coming? Apparently there's a bunch of gargoyle statues which are the actual trap. Well, let that be a lesson to me in how about I don't go for the obviously trapped chest and I just let it be. Hopefully we'll be able to find some things to inspire ourselves along the way. Oh, Moonrise diagram. Carefully drawn diagram of Moonrise Towers. Circle of red ink draws your attention as though something has been stashed in the tower's prison dungeon.
Someone's marked a spot at the base of Moonrise Towers. Worth a look.
Oh, shadows. Shadows and a room. Very well. Certainly shouldn't have been surprised that the place would have these shadow creatures because, well, like these sort of traps and locks and all of that can probably keep out mundane people certainly, but yeah, I think we're there's enough shadows here, I think, to justify going for a rage on Carla. A miss, even with reckless, unfortunately.
Victory is assured.
That's that. Now then. Well, something that we probably should have used was Arcane Recovery, but we'll do so after this. We just need to focus down. But a strength drain is generally not a threat to our paladin, considering he's decent strength and he has our paladin aura help him out as well. I want to use any spell slots here. I think we're just gonna use one. We're gonna cast Bless. We're gonna bless Carla Paladin. I think that's gonna be good enough.
No, so much for peace.
Let's go. Let's get to swinging on this wraith. That's a hit. Good hit. Critical hit on that, but it's not gonna be enough. So, and he's unlike the rest of the shadows. He is not vulnerable to radiant damage. Life drain on Carla, but she did manage to save it. Let's get swinging. That's a critical hit.
Count on me.
On the button. Okay. Not exactly. Shadow used opportunity attack. Okay, so they used opportunity attacks. None of those did anything. I can't see any of them, so...
The lance board is set.
End of turn. Lance board is set. Literally can't see any of them. Which is a little bit of a problem when we're supposed to be... fighting. Yeah, unfortunate as it is, I think Gale for now is just gonna walk over there and... Oh, there's a Shadow Claw. Right. Let's reapply that light spell. Which also helps out against Shadow. Here. Shadow Heart.
Can't slow down.
There. First swing, second swing. Unless this is a really good swing, that's not going to be enough. No, even with unless it was a critical, yeah, it was fair enough. But Carla is probably going to be able to kill Shadow Heart. Product Claw. Succeeded a concentration. I don't think Shadow can actually go for it. He's still moving in.
Might be worth a look.
Yes, might be worth it. Right. So we just want you to put him down. Which allows you to...
Over there.
Go over there. Take another swing. Oh shoot. And I really should have applied that before. Swing. But we did enough damage anyway too. Alright.
With the weave.
Gale. Go and shock that. Shock the ground. Well done.
Swiftly now.
And then Shadow's just sitting there. Reason.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
This is
Best be on
definitely
my
worth
way.
the cost because, well, we're decent. We're currently winning this fight, so take a swing, take another, and a bonus action attack. That was a miss. I think you're
Got to concentrate.
Shadow Heart. Yes, you do need to concentrate. Sacred Flame. Come on, put him down. Alright, 22 damage. Well, I guess they are vulnerable to radiant.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Breathing up there. And turn. Alright. Come on. Come on. There we go. Strength drain. Still made the save. I did note that the strength drain that these guys inflict does not seem to be permanent. So, unlike the regular shadows, there isn't I guess there isn't there's no basically
They burn.
no unless somebody gets hit like a lot of times, there's at least no danger of somebody instantly dying to. Oh, there's the necrotic claws.
Got to press on.
We've got to press on. Sacred Flame. There we go, 16 damage.
Blood comes easy these days.
Jump. And then, yes.
Fall
we
by
are.
my hand.
And there we go. Easy enough. Carla did take a bunch of damage. Everybody took some damage here. I think this is as good of a place as any to use our short. Before we do that,
You have my attention.
just so we don't forget, Arcane Recovery level 4. There we go. We have our 4th level back. Then we'll also switch this out. Do we? No, because we have our. This is more for the big ones rather than the small ones. So I think instead of doing that, we just push that back in.
What's next, I wonder?
Shadow Heart.
Let's get going.
Right. I think this is we use our short rest.
Nice little nap.
And then
A distant memory of a man stretching his back with a groan. Another day of hauling masonry blocks done. Calloused hands work a hammer and chisel around a massive slab of rock. Months from now, a face will take shape.
I guess these are
Before
all.
the shadows, there was once a house full of warmth and children's laughter in this one's life. No more. A happy, faded memory comes to you. A woman walking along a beach, holding hands with her husband-to-be. You sense this one hid for days as the sounds of battle got closer and closer to town. You didn't even care who won, so long as it ended. You can almost taste the sour ale that once clung to this soul's breath. He was insensible when the shadows came for him.
Right. Oh. Secret societies of the Sword Coast. Most well known of the Sword Coast cabals, perhaps, but certainly not benign in its shrouded doings. My sources claim that those belonging to this mysterious faction abhor power, but if that is so, why do they not expose the revelations of their discoveries for the public good. Why indeed? Because knowledge is power, and the Harpers intend to keep both for themselves. Shadow Druids. Weigh the life of a man against that of a sapling oak. Which do you value more highly? Ask a Shadow Druid the self-same question and be shocked by their answer. This dangerous group utterly disregards intelligent life in favor of the life of plants and insects. Their perversion of the natural order leads them to plan and execute plots so dastardly that the mere description of one would leave you glancing sideways at your begonias. The Order of the Clerd, the least known, and accordingly most dangerous of the secret societies I have researched, is the Order of Clerd. My sources tell me this shadowy conspiracy of murderers, mutilators, and tyrants regularly meet to plan the demise of any number of innocent citizens of our fair land. What's more, they like it. Dark Justiciars. I shudder even to inscribe their name upon the purity of this page. I shall leave it at this. They worship Shar. Rather cursory look at shadowy organizations, but seemed surprisingly accurate. An Encyclopedia of Eels. No one wants to read about eels, eh? You suck up Candlekeep kids can keep your books on magic and demons and celestial bodies. People are practical folk and they want to read practical things. Can't make a pie out of stars, can ya? No. Eels is important. Right, let's get one thing straight. Giant lightning eels? Not technically eels. They look like them, sure, and everyone calls them eels, but the shape of the head, the bone structure, you can't tell me that's the same as a giant moray. Now, where can you catch eels? Bloody everywhere. From Neverwinter to El Terrell to Calimport, you can find an eel. Where did they breed? And how? Well, you probably heard the stories that they're just snakes that learned to swim, or they're baby leviathans, or they're underdark spies, but that's all bunkum. Bunkum, okay. They breed in the Sea of Moonshae, I'm sure, and swim all over Farron. And if those pricks in Candlekeep give me money to sail there, I'd be able to prove it. But no, they're too busy studying demon puzzle boxes and mumbling about whatever Alando said years ago. Bet Al couldn't tie a good fishing knot for nothing. The book carries on like this for several pages before returning to the topic of eel. That's... yeah, fair enough, I guess, my guy. Fair enough. Right. We'll send, to camp. It's those little things. It's definitely those little things in the game that make you, I don't know. It just makes me smile that, like, this book has absolutely no value whatsoever as, like, what the stuff that's written in it. But to someone, to an NPC that's probably dead, or if not, then well, certainly could be. Like, to them, it was important for this book to be written, and so here it is. So, logbook. This hefty book is labeled 1371, stamped with an elegant stag against a dark green background. Uktar sent 2 druids, 6th of Uktar, sorry, sent 2 druids, some of the newer recruits, up north. Village there had 2 years of failed crops and are unlikely to survive the next winter. 9th of Uktar, a group from Baldur's Gate arrived. They've set up camp on the edge of the forest. 2 bears and a fox came by. Their territory has been burned out. Half the fox's cubs died, paying this new group a visit tomorrow. 10th of Uktar. Visit did not go well. After telling me where to shove it, they said they'd cut down half the forest and burn out any wildlife that dared to stick around. Claimed they were going to farm the land and make a new city of their own. Time to get creative. 12th of Uktar. Mudslide did the trick, buried half of their farming equipment and made the rest useless. They won't be back anytime soon. Got a report of a red wizard in the village south of here, sending 3 rangers to investigate. If they catch you in a whiff of a red cloak, I'm contacting the House of Sylvanas. Huh. I wonder how what appeared to be a druidic circle's logbook ended up in the Masons Guild library. Perhaps it's perhaps it's just RNG which book it happens to be. Oh well, there you go. Yeah, I'll have a thinking cloud. I was thinking cloud. Roll. Okay. It is a little weird that the druid's, what I assume to be a druid's logbook, ended up here. Harvest of Memory. Brought to the Shadowfell, which is a reflection of the world you were in, and a dark reflection too, rife with wickedness and twisted echoes and despair. By their Raven Queen, the Shadar Kai are elves. Not elves as you might find along the Sword Coast, but elves that reflect their home with their physiology and attitude. On the whole, they are cruel, nasty-minded people, who are nonetheless singularly devoted to their queen and her domain of power. That domain is life and death, and in their unwavering fealty to their mistress, the Shadar Kai perform the thankless duty of ferrying the memories of the dead for her to admire, a kind of memory-based menagerie. Yeah, I think that is just called like the Fortress of Memories. Like Corsairs of Luskan. This cultural analysis spends a good number of pages on Luskan, tucked like a gold filling, some would say a puss-filled abscess, at the mouth of the river Mirror. Luskan is a city of merchant princes, swarthy bandit princes, and the most diverse, cutthroat, and fractured cabal of pirates on Toril. Torn into factions, these piratical groups are known as ships. Surprisingly unoriginal. Here the book details each faction with a frankly dizzying attention to detail. The one point of interest is that the ship Earth faction are in fact controlled by a secret mercenary company of Drow. Interesting. I'm not even sure that they'd actually care that they were that they would I don't think the Drow would need to be a secret one. Like, what are the cutthroats gonna do about a complaint to the management? Goes to Gale. Flow of Chionthar. Chionthar is the river, I think, that goes past Elturel and past Baldur's Gate. Here you find a rich history of the Chionthar River. Evidently, it flowed through a half a dozen settlements, more and more springing up over time, and the picture this book evokes is that last 100 years. One of barges drifting over the orange water under a burning autumn sky, and the barges smelling of cast wine, salted pork, and exciting spices. Less exciting spices like rosemary, which is still fragrant and nice, but altogether not terribly exciting, and children running barefoot by the banks, waving to the grinning, sweating sailors from their play along the river. Alright. And last but not least, Saloon's Devotee. This diary records the life of John Midowlin. Midowlin? He suffered from lycanthropy, becoming a werebear at the advent of the full moon. Cured of his condition by priestess of John Midowlin exchanged his claws for a great sword and a cause. He would keep this priestess, her name was Erlona, safe from all trouble on the highways and byways. Further, he would bear witness to her many miracles, for Erlona was a saint of the goddess, gifted even more than he could have imagined. They never fell in love, though their friendship was quite something. Yeah, it would have been easy for them to go for the, like that would have been the classical of, yeah, they loved, they fell in love during their adventuring, that seems to be the classic. No, they were just very good friends, apparently. Now then, this seems to have been the Mason's final, alright, Mason's letter. Alfred, you're probably surprised that I'm writing, though no more surprised than me. You warned me of Thorn's malice, and yet I took up hammer and trouble to build that cursed tower. Warned me of coming war, yet I built the prison that would contain his foes. You warned me, did not listen. It is my deepest regret, and I must atone. I know more about the tower's construction than anyone, and possess innumerable tools and supplies besides. Gather your allies at last light, and let us devise a plan to infiltrate Moon. Getheric plans for war. He expects to face halberds and staves in light of day. Who will end him with a dagger to the back, such as a razor blade. I don't expect you to forgive me. I hope that you'll try. Your brother. Never sent letters like the still there. And it's clear that they didn't succeed with with their cloak and dagger blend. Mason's log. How quickly things change. The Thorns are Selûnite through and through, so I believed. Perhaps Ketheric only converted for Melodia, and with her death, and his daughters, his faith died too. But to turn to Shar? Beggars belief. Ketheric's justiciars are growing greater in number, and more determined to rout out any traces of Selûne in Raithwin. Why do they think this town was built? One cannot rip out the foundations of a building and expect it to remain standing. Brother and I remain the last two bastions of Our Lady of Silver in the town. A few, the trusting few, come to worship in secret by moonlit nights. Others, converts. All. Whether they truly believe, I cannot say. Possible. It's sick of standing idle while justiciars gain power in our humble town. What will become of us if we allow it? I met a man who was no man, touched by a devil. Maybe worse. But he offered me something I couldn't refuse. Help. Oh no. It's Raphael, isn't it? The fucker. The absolutely... Of course he would. The time is now. Ketheric's justiciars, their stronghold in the temple below, they will be wiped out. All of them. I didn't ask how. I just want them gone. Let the Harpers have at Ketheric now. They'll make sure work of him. Oh boy. What was that? We gained some experience, but we investigated the Lunite resistance. Found the writings of Morphle leader. He was determined to fight on against, however, cost him his life. So it might not have been our particular... It might actually not have been our particular devil that he was dealing with, but rather the one that is currently in the mausoleum, I would imagine.
Trap. This place is more dangerous than I thought.
Of course it's trapped. Alright. And then group mode. Carla.
Let's march.
Please don't stand here.
No time to dally.
Alright, let's disarm that. Difficulty class 21. Oof. Yeah, I think we're not going to be using inspiration on this. Let's just hope for a good one. That's not going to be enough. Unfortunate. Okay.
Let's get this thing open.
And let's lockpick. And that's less impressive. Okay.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
What's this? Helmet of Arcane Equity. Whenever you deal damage with a weapon attack, you gain Arcane Equity for turn. +1 to saving throw. Spell attack rolls. Affected entity has +1 to its spell attack rolls and spell difficulty class per turn remain. I think we give that over to Shadowheart. Much as I would like for her to have the circlet on. I think I'm... Light the helmet.
Never a dull
Want her pretty
path.
features to be powered by the helmet, so I think she's the most likely to be making weapon attacks and then casting spells. So now then, let's find out what's in here. A heavy chest. I wonder if these are trapped. Don't look to be. Roll of knock. Gale. Try self. Gale. Misty step. Gale. Roll of darkness. Alright. Barrel. Food stuff. Wine rack. Wine. Bunch of stuff. Don't need supplies. Potion of invisibility, potion of speed, potion of glorious wall, elixir, dark vision. Right, all of those. Main character. I'm gonna assume that this lever just closes. Yeah. And I don't think there's any other secrets to be found here. I am surprised. No sign of the necromancer, Balthazar. The Mason's Guild. Well, we've completed that search. I think what we're going to do is we are going to get ourselves back to the last light inn. Let's take a look at the map, because I think we have pretty much, aside from Moonrise Towers and the road to Baldur's Gate, I think we have pretty much covered all there was to discover in the town of Rathlin. There's a path down there for something, but I think it didn't really extend much. Like, it pretty much went, I think, into the Moonrise Towers either way, and we're not yet, don't want to do that. So, next stop, House with Flowers. Wonder what's they're gonna take. I don't remember which quest like would have relevance with it. Doesn't stay either. Blackle Ender. Two different getting.
Looks like an ambush.
Looks like an Oh. 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 These fuckers. Okay.
I'd love to, thanks.
Okay then.
One with the weave.
Oh. Needle blights. These are the little ones. They can do okay-ish damage, but they're not, I feel, too big of a threat. What about the Shambling Mound over here? So the Shambling Mound is resistant to fire, completely immune to lightning, as well as cold resist. No thunder resist on him. External digestion. Can devour any creature that is restrained and... Okay, what does devour mean? Devour a creature that's restrained and marinating in your digestive juices. So between 10 to 100 damage. ND10 piercing. Eesh. Oh boy, that can... Magic resistance, saving throws, okay. Opportunity attack, perfect sentry, you cannot be surprised. Superior dark vision, tangle line form. Any creature making a melee attack against... Oh no. Of course. Right, entangled, does it tell me? It's a strength save, okay. So... Right, but with that, I do think that we are most definitely putting a rage on here as well. Right. So. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go.
Want another?
There we go. Another swing and a critical hit, putting him down. That's very good. That's very good. Right, I think these guys. Yep, they also have tangle line for them, although don't actually want to walk alone. Yeah, I think Carla gets to just be here. Do you have any useful spell to cast here? And we could definitely cast Bless. Definitely cast Bless. Now that's probably a good idea. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna go for. So we're gonna bless. This time we're gonna bless ourselves, the Paladin and Carla. And the question is, there's a lot of little ones, which is a cause for concern. But I don't think it's necessary for us to go Spirit Weapon here. So all of the needle lights. Carla is taking hits, but that's what Carla is supposed to do. Can't reach destination. Oh, because they're blocking her way, aren't they, the bastards? Okay. Jump over there. Right. He was resistant to all kinds of shit. What about this guy? Are you resistant? You're only resistant to necrotic. Okay. Do we throw a shatter? I think we just throw a shatter. That's the best. Shatter! Unfortunate. A lot of them make their saves.
No choice but to keep going.
Yep. Alright. Sorry, Robo. Didn't notice either. But yes, there is apparently a necromancer named Balthazar somewhere in the ruined town. Don't know where exactly, but probably in the Moonrise Towers, since he didn't make himself known. So we put on a Hunter's Mark, bonus action, and then let's go swinging. Critical hit, instant death. All right, another one. A good hit, but not instant death. And do we want to? I think we just want to keep. We'll just keep there for now. A what? Adhesive whip. Missed. Yes, thank God. Let's take that. Yeah. Missed the unarmed strike. Oh, but the Harpers turned into shadow. And concentration broken. Of course it broke. God damn it. Right. The Paladin and yeah, they should be able to handle that. So Carla, go over there and let's swing at some bastards. So the first thing we need to do, take that off and swing at him. Yes, kill him. Then we swing at him. Kill him as well. now we put on the Great Weapon Master. Bonus action Great Weapon Master. Can we kill him? Yes, we killed him in one shot as well. I think we move over there. We didn't get him in Aura. And I don't think there's a way for us to get him in with that. Alright. And that is it for our lovely Berserker. Now then, what are the chances of you hearing us? Not great. Okay. Good to know. And he's just probably doesn't give a shit about this. Right. So what do we do? What do we do? Don't really have a. I think we invoke duplicity. Invoke duplicity over here. So that. Come on, there should be enough space there. Come on. Oh God, I'm an absolute idiot. I keep forgetting that the duplicity also requires concentration, so we just lost Bless for no reason. And there goes Invoke Duplicity because he decided. I am more than slightly shit at this game, unfortunately. Right. Yep, I think we're just gonna throw out another shatter here. Made the save. Unfortunate.
Another fight. Let's
Right.
go.
Another fight. Let's go, yeah. So, swing there. Miss. Swing there. Come on. He didn't go down, and he's... Ooh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. That... Yeah, that's... Jesus Christ. That... So that's what the adhesive tentacle does. It picks... Alright. Oh boy. Right. Definitely need to turn that off because... A reckless attack. And then reckless attack again. And then pummel. Did save, but wait, why didn't
At once.
help her? Oh, that's why she didn't stand up, is because she was entangled, which meant that she couldn't stand up because her movement was 0. Oh, that's dumb. It didn't even give her a saving throw or anything.
Blood comes easy these days.
Okay. Right. Right. That was a hit. Put him down. He's down. And we'll put down the dead Harper. We're mobile. We'll have to deal with this guy at a later date. Okay. Yeah, might as well opportunity shadow the shambling mound. Definitely multi-attack on Shadowheart now. Oh. Yeah, she's down to 2 HP, which is immune to... Oh, right. The enemies are immune to the... Of course they are. Okay. Are you... You are entangled. Okay. Can you help her? And then... jump over there. And I think...
Let's end this.
Right. You I'll be honest, this is... I did not expect this to go this way. So what do we do? We could dimension door our way out. But then we're just gonna get hit by adhesive tentacle, and that's not really helpful at all. Yeah, I think we're gonna cast Mass Healing Word.
Help, please.
Get a little bit of help. Then... maybe? Find this guy, or do we... I think just trying to put him down probably our best bet. Oh, there's still two of the little needle blights to go as well. That's not great. Okay. Oh right, he's immune to fucking lightning. Of course he is, bastard. Shatter, 3rd level. We can hit all 3 of them. Alright, let's go. Oh, he's immune to thunder damage as well because he's silenced. God damn it. That's... well, he should go down with the Paladin. And I think you just... yeah, just jump away.
Still on my feet.
Alright, Paladin. Oh, we're immobile. That's not great. What are the chances that we can... so, obscure the enemy, frighten and it'll be an easier hit and cannot move. Let's see. Slowed, movement speed half, taking damage, entities. Frightened entities also have disadvantage on ability checks. So it is a fairly, it's a decent chance of him actually not make like 3/5 chances of him becoming frightened, which probably would help overall. But instead of that, I could get advantage. Yeah, I think we're gonna go for that instead. And then swing. Wing. Now, let's watch opportunity and stab. True strike, miss. Oof. Oh, is he going for the mage? Why are you going for the... Ooh, he takes a big hit there. Do we divine... Yeah, I think we... first level... I think we'd first level divine smite on their crit. And yes, he went for the wizard. Oh, he gets to do multi-attack and the adhesive thing. God, that's annoying.
Not going to last much longer.
Okay. Right. Yeah, we need to put him down. Like, he's definitely he's definitely a lot scarier than the others. Right. Aside from that, you're done.
To me.
And you... 5%. Just take that. And a critical miss. Not great. Not great. Back to the shield. Alright. I think we just... hit point and our outside bit of danger from there. Ankle soldier. You just need to run over there and threaten me. What's the little one gonna do? Strike Carla. Okay. Right, so he's not looking great. What are our chances of hitting? Not great chances of hitting that. And he's not silenced this time, so now the thunder damage is actually gonna go through. Which is 9 damage, which is not the greatest.
Well, so much for peace.
But he should go down to this swing. There we go. Alright. Then we put down this guy with the next swing. No, okay, we missed. Fair enough. Bonus action swing. Almost. Almost down. Not quite. Okay. What about you? What are you doing? Punching our Paladin. Didn't do that much damage, so I don't really care. Alright, Carla, go and finish the little one. That's a good swing. That. Okay, it missed, and it didn't give me the ability to make it reckless either. That's weird. Oh well.
Need to stay focused.
He's got 3 HP on him. Got 5 HP on him. Let's Sacred Flame. 5 HP, just enough to put him down. Alright. And then we end turn.
Swords meet sorcery.
Swords meet sorcery. Ray of Frost. Put him down. Missed.
Where do I go from here?
Come on, Paladin, you can't. Alright. That was a lot tougher of a fight than I expected. A lot tougher of a fight than I expected. Gotta release attacks. Work. What is this? Ironwood Club. Okay.
It's been a long day. Better stop to rest soon.
It hasn't really been a long day. Dead Harper. Dead Harper. Please tell me that there was actually something like worth it. Okay, so there are those things going. Right. So what do we do?
What am I to do?
Shadow Heart. You have a decent amount of second level spell slots left. The Prayer of Healing. Not the best healing. Right. I think you can drink that. That. Fine.
Let me work my magic.
Let's have you.
No time to rest.
Then throw a couple of these over to Gale. This. Got a heart. Okay. I wonder. Yeah, we'll come back later to
Waste a step.
whether or not we'll decide to talk to the dead Harpers or not. But let's see what's at the top of the. There is a nameless key. Okay. And a torch and a skeleton. Ragged diary. Fool me to think I'd fare better than the other treasure hunters in this god's cursed wasteland. The promise of a cursed beast as a trophy was a temptation I couldn't leave behind. Bloody needle blights took me by surprise, though I'm not sure how. How could I have expected anything less? It's all so much worse than I imagined. Found a key up here, but unless it unlocks a chest full of water and sunlight, I've no use for it. Okay. Well, he didn't tell me what it opened, so... I mean, I guess there's a chest. I wonder if it works on that. Yeah, surprise key. Ring of self-immolation.
Time to get going.
Wait, what? Oh no, I used my second turn. Set yourself on fire to gain heat. Yeah, no. Okay. I did not want to use short rest. I don't know why. I don't really know why the,
Yes?
how would you call it? Why it's a, like, why is there a hot button to do that? Don't get it. But you are gonna do that so that you can do this. Get your third level spell slot back. And then that back on. Oh well. Such is life, I guess. But at least we're now, like, we're in as good of a shape as possible for the rest of what we're going to find. Now the real question is, there's a house over there. Oh, there's a. So we have to go that way. So this tower seems kind of pointless as a place, because like the key just literally unlocked that chest or a ring that sets you on fire, which is, you know, not the best of things. Now, this is something that we ran past as we went with the Harpers. So I think...
Which way to the nearest light?
I think we put this so that we can cast Speak with the Dead. See if we can find any...
The corpse remains silent.
Corpse remains silent.
Can't give up now.
Really? Like, are none of these people
for now
available to speak with?
He's not
Moron?
The corpse does not.
Okay. Donnie. Come on, somebody.
The corpse does not.
Have a lot on my mind. Well, in it.
Oh, I'm gonna assume all of these. Any polish this key? I mean, wonder what that is. That would actually. Alright, Shadow Heart. Heart. Dead cultists. They did at least manage to kill somebody, I guess. They clearly got the worst of that exchange. Prison key start. These are probably keys that are no longer relevant. I feel like I figured that especially the prison key was probably for the prison at the Druid Grove in Act 1. Not.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Let's see.
The corpse does not.
Not respond. About a shower.
The corpse has
No.
nothing.
Nothing to say. What about the dead cultist?
The corpse remains.
Still alive.
Unfortunate.
So that's
I was
progress.
hoping for maybe like
Very well.
some information. Something. No. We're just slaughtered there and left. Don't think there's anywhere. No, that take us anywhere, and we've already. Oh. Well, we haven't been over here. Well, this is a. Oh, we didn't. So we cleared this area out, but we didn't actually. Oh. Journal log of True Soul Coreless. Okay. Journal log of True Soul Coreless. Day 4. Scouting mission dispatched by Ketheric Thorm to Shadowlands. Objective: locate nest of absolute non-believers. Okay. Reach outskirts of village. Disturbing sounds echo throughout the shadows. Must evade pursuit. Preparing to create a light barrier for protection against lurking monsters and deadly darkness. May the absolute. I mean, not much of a journal, I'll be honest, but okay. So he was sent here. He was sent here. Out for the. Now this is Pineal Flame.
That's odd. Flame won't go out.
Well, but one. Alright, Gale.
Must
Surely.
have been a wizard at work. I know a continual flame spell when I see one.
Alright. Yeah. I assume, yeah, because
Well,
these
they'll
are
catch a
standing
break.
torches. Won't be able to pick them up. Which would have been useful, but, well. Just rotting food, just rotting food. Rotting food. Oh. Great. Alright, so nothing really useful. But we do have a corpse that we can apparently speak with the dead with. So let's see what he has to say, or she, if anything, of use.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Right, so we know who he was. We don't really care about his profession. How did you end up here? We kind of already know that. He was on a scouting mission. So, how did you die?
Unslaked hunger, unquenched thirst.
Died of hunger and thirst. When there was food. I don't know if, and like there was water. How? Where are you from?
To water deep born, to moonrise cold.
Okay. How can I extinguish? How did you end up here? Maybe there's a.
Trapped shadow mastiffs, repelled them with flame.
Okay. So shadow mastiffs.
Sounds like the mastiffs are still here, beyond the light.
I mean, how can they be here? Like, we literally okay. How can I extinguish the torch flames?
Destroy torches.
Okay. I feel that the what is your profession is a pointless, but both of these are kind of pointless questions. But I think the profession one is even more pointless because, like, we know that it had to be some kind of a wizard. But I mean, do we really? We know that she's a true soul. What is your profession?
The spell's power wet.
Okay, so he was General Thorn's favored,
More interesting
and yet,
times.
here she is. Dead. Well, guess we're gonna kill those torches.
Death won't take me yet. If not over, then through.
I would rather not have the Shadow Mastiffs stick around and ambush any other weary travelers. Yep, and here they come. Oh, there's even a Shadow Mastiff Alpha. Okay. I don't think we'll be raging this time. Let's actually... Yeah, they're resistance to none. They can Shadow Ale, Shadow Thief. Where's weapon and unarmed attack steal and lightly or heavily obscured training. And creatures made of shadow. Unlike weakness. Right, knockdown drill. Okay. Yeah, I don't think. I think we're just not gonna expend any resources, at least on Carla's front, in this fight. So we're just gonna go in swinging. Do you have the? Let's put that on and let's start swinging. All right. Oh. Alright. Oh, there's... Oh, that's the... Okay, that's the alpha. Fair enough. Let's put all we have into picking the alpha apart. I mean...
I've got to keep fighting.
Right. What are the chances of... Two HP away from being able to... God damn it. Well, I'm not gonna manifest a spiritual weapon for this fight. I think for now, especially since we accidentally used our second short rest, we're just the resources that we have on hand for Shadow Heart are gonna be are going towards yeah, might as well actually this time. Putting him prone actually does help. He has to dash. And still manages. Okay. Yeah, we'll pick up Carla. Think.
Time to push my luck again.
Right. These guys are not undead. They're monstrosities, yeah. Fine sense doesn't help. Right. Let's make a swing. Alright.
On my way.
Let's make another. Ooh, critical hits. Shadow Mastiffs, not that big of a deal. Unsurprising, really, because, well... Oh, Shadow Cloaked Ring. Wear his weapon and unarmed attacks deal an additional 1d4 damage against lightly or heavily obscured creatures and creatures made of shadow. Okay. Not... Like, we're probably gonna be running around... Probably gonna be running around with light on the halberd at all times, so not the most useful. But it was XP. Hopefully it will make a difference. Us getting a level. How close are we to a level? We are quite a long way from our next levels. Probably not then. Right. Now we do also want to get to the house. The house with flowers. Which doesn't at all sound ominous. When you're in a Shadow Curse land. Let's go find out. That just... Yeah, that gets us. We're executed. This is the house that we did the Harper ambush. There is a dead Duergar on top of that pile of rocks. It kinda looks like there's... yeah, it definitely looks like it's Shadow Curse.
That's curious.
Money. Portuguese camp. Grey Scout's journal. Shitting near and his shitting scouting task. You Durgar, find another way through the Shadow Curse. Sure, right. Shitting near. Whoever laid this curse knew that their business all but. What was that? Gnomes, I killed you in the Underdark. You can't. I found your way through the curse, shitting near. The way through the Shadow Curse is to let... Oh boy. Well, I mean, Near is dead, so there's... I guess he can rest in peace with that, at least. But... Scroll of Light, over to Gale, Silverly Goblet. Alright. Fair enough. Now then. We have discovered a waypoint. Shadowed battlefield. That's always ominous. I have a feeling like there's definitely gonna be a fight here somewhere, but I just have a feeling like I'm being watched. Oh, and there's another dead Githyanki warrior. Okay, I think we're gonna go to camp. And I think we're gonna have Arla switch places with our Lizelle.
Hey, you. Oh, come on. Oh, fuck.
Well, because we are getting close to the Githyanki
Greeting.
mountain crash thing.
It is done.
So, having her on side, probably a good idea. Real question is, where is our little... We are here, we could talk to... I think we should talk to... I'm gonna talk to Arabella. Let's see if a long rest has cooled her down somewhat.
I don't believe it. They can't be.
Breathe, child. Resist not the winds of change. Let them carry thee.
No.
I...
Listen! Dost thou not hear it? Where creation meets ruin, where morning meets midnight, the root of all being.
Oh boy.
Balance.
They're dead! I can't! Balance.
Your very soul is tangled in shadow. Arabella's magic, wild as cursed briar. Her talent is now yours too.
Oh.
The girl must learn the ways of the arcane, but she shan't remain here.
She's a sorcerer? Question mark? And she's a sorcerer that casts druid spells? Question mark with shadow power? Question. Right, Withers. She shan't remain here. Where will she go then? Why not? I'm not sending her out there alone. I'm fine with me, and that's not an option that we're going to. So, why not? I'm not sending her out there alone.
Arabella holds a power beyond reckoning. That of the decaying forest and the seedling that bore it. But it is unbalanced. Her yoke is already heavy. If she walks thy path, it will surely break. Arabella will depart once thou dost leave these accursed lands. She will find her way safely. Thus, it is fated.
Bowman, you're making me leave.
Fear not, girl. The Weave knows thy purpose. It will guide thee, if thou dost listen.
That's a lot of responsibility to heap on the shoulders of a little girl, especially a little girl who has just lost her parents. The fact that she managed to regain balance there is an impressive feat of willpower. But you can trust Withers. If he says you'll be safe, you should believe him.
You feel the grief fade as if it were your own. There is a lightness in her now, veiling the power within, soothing it.
Huh.
Is that my future? Is that why they died?
It is.
What?
It's wonderful. Thank you, Bowman, for being nice. If there are people like you around, perhaps everything will be all right.
Kind of an awkward camera angle there. Withers encouraged Arabella to learn the ways of the Weave. She left to find her own way in the world. Alright. And we get a ring that allows one to cast Shadow Blade. Huh. That was not the spell I was expecting when it said that we get her. Fair enough. Shadow Blade it is. Hopefully. I mean, we know that she's gonna be safe, and she was apparently happy with her future, from what Wither showed her. So now we lay on hands for Shadowheart so that she can get some more healing, and I think we'll talk to Halsin. See what his ideas is for the boy he saved.
Thaniel is resting, but it's no easy slumber. I discovered what's wrong with him.
What is it?
The shadows rendered him in two when they bore him away to the Shadowfell. Half of his essence remained here, amidst the curse. What stayed behind would have been the strongest part of him. But after all these years left in the darkness, corruption must have taken hold.
Okay. Tell me how I can help. Can it be undone? How do you know this? I think that we're a straightforward, lawful good kind of a character. Tell me how I can help.
It's both simple and not. We need to find Thaniel's missing half and make him whole again. Only the missing half may not come willingly. The curse will have sunk its tendrils deep, twisting Thaniel's essence into something else.
Any ideas on how to find this missing half?
No matter how it's been twisted by the shadows, it is still part of Thaniel's essence. It will resemble him somehow and may show signs of his power. Look for signs of life in the darkness, wildflowers where everything else is dead. The curse cannot subdue the power Thaniel bears. Not entirely. In fact, I saw just the sort before. Not long after we first came within reach of the shadow curse. Fool that I am, I did not grasp their significance at the time. There is a ruin some way outside of Last Light.
Yep.
I caught a glimpse of fresh blooms there, but did not investigate further. I shall mark it upon your map.
Well, I think we now found out why there was a quest marker on the house with flowers. Alright, once Thaniel's essence is found, what then?
In truth, I'm not sure. This is beyond all reckoning. It's still part of Thaniel deep down, but it may not recognize that, or want to recognize that. Perhaps it can be reasoned with, but I'm not hopeful. Reason is not something that thrives amidst the shadow curse.
That much is true. Alright, leave it to me.
This doesn't have to be your burden alone. Every moment counts, and I've asked much of you already without being at your side. If you want me, I'm yours. Against the curse, against the absolute. Anything. Just say the word.
So he now would become a companion. Okay.
Seems your ranks are quite packed.
Right, okay. Patrician of the Grove. What is that? Patrician of the Grove. Patrician. Ah, okay. So, recruit Halson. Fair enough. Okay. I mean, we're right next to the place, and I think Halson really, really, really wants to be a part of that particular encounter. So, I think we tell Gale.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Do we tell Gale or do we tell Shadowheart that we're going to leave them behind?
There's no time to waste.
How many resources do you have left? You have quite a lot of resources left. Gale
ripe with magic.
has even more resources left. Is it? Yeah, I think.
Well, that ends not as bad.
How can I help?
I think we tell Gale. No, we tell Shadowheart because Halson is a druid.
Shah's blessings upon you.
If
you're sure.
Yes, I'm sure.
Fine.
Thank you for asking. I think.
Have to keep going.
And then we talk to Halson. Because like Halson is a druid. I don't know how the game has leveled him. But we'll
Thaniel still suffers. There'll be no improvement until his essence is good.
Alright. Okay. So Halson starts at level 1 and we get to level him up. Okay. We don't have anything to give him as inventory goes, so Are these just set in stone? Okay, so he can go Circle of the Moon, Wild Shape, right. He could go Circle of Land. Get that. Go Circle of Spores, but we're definitely not going Circle of Spores, so. Yeah, I think we go Circle of the Moon. Prepared spells. I mean, this doesn't matter because we're leveling him up shitloads. Okay. We're at level 3. All of that. Sure. Level 4. Beat. Okay. So, you have 14, 17. Alright, so, beat. So we want something that increases his wisdom. Is there anything that increases his wisdom? Warcaster does not. Weapon Master, no. No. Elemental Adept, no. Mage Slayer, no. I think there really, like, there just isn't. I don't think there is a feat that increases. Yeah. Crossbow, no. I mean, there's the one. I don't remember what it's called. It's like definitely one that gives you proficiency. But yeah. No, I think we just go for ability improvement, which is just put to there. That is cantrip. Guidance, Bruce Flame. Yep, guidance, certainly. Class features, what's that? Well, so you can make an additional attack after making an okay, yep. Cool. Level 6, and then level 7. Subclass feature, what's that? Primal Strike. While in beast form, your attacks counts as magical. Yep, wonderful. And then, last but not least, now the spell preparation kind of matters. Right. Well, let's prepare some spells, shall we? Don't think. Wait. Conjure 4 magical berries into your or companions. Creatures who eat a berry regain 1 to 4 hit points. Berries disappear. Okay. Well, not have that chosen. Thunderwave seems alright. Ice Knife doesn't. Entangle is a good spell, but Fairy Fire is, in my opinion, better. Is it? Yeah, Fairy Fire I think is better. I don't think we need protection from poison. I don't think we need Hold Person. All down a beam of light to damage any creature then starts its turn. You can use an action to move the beam. This. No, it is literally just this. 2d10 radiant. Daylight, definitely. Faint Death is not useful. Creatures moving through the weeds have their movement speed quartered. Okay, Sleet Storm. Cold Lightning, definitely have Cold Lightning. I think protection from energy is a thing that you want to have. Definitely want to keep Lesser Restoration. Level 4, Grasping. Summon a giant wine capable of dragging creatures towards itself. I don't think that. Conjure Woodland Being. Conjure a druid to fight alongside you. She can use Nature Step, entangle enemies, and summon a wood woad. Conjure Minor Elemental. Stone Skin. Okay. Freedom of Movement. Wall of Fire. Blight. Polymorph. Ice Storm. Dominate Beast. Confusion. I think Conjure Woodland Being Nice storm. Healing word. And then we have one more spell that we can pick up. Conjure flaming. Yeah, I think flame blade. All right. Right. And this is like the weirdest fucking setup for his abilities. Okay, do we have any sort of thing that we can, like any gear that we can give him? Let's see. We can give him the Shadow Blade ring. No, we really don't have anything. Like nothing. No useful equipment.
How far can I go?
Oh boy. Traveler's chest. Do we have anything useful in the traveler's chest for him? We could give him the Staff of Thrones. Yeah, I think we send that over to Halsin. He can have that. Helps. Might as well give him. I mean, he probably has leather armor on. Right. Chainmail. Have studded leather. Scale mail, which he can't put on because. We could make him self-immolate, I guess. We could give him an ironwood club. What is it? He has a torch. Got druidic leather armor. Okay. Anything you give him boots. That's literally. You could give him the Staff of Arcane Blessing. Bless grants an additional 1d4. Yeah, actually, I think that's probably. We'll throw that over to Halsin. That. Much rather have Bless than. Like, he'll use the Bless once and then. Yep. Okay.
Still breathing, despite everything.
I'm not overly convinced that this is gonna go excellently, but
time itself has abandoned this place. Similar to the astral plane in some ways. Wouldn't you say, Lae'zel?
Hardly. It is said that the astral plane is threaded with light and silver, life-giving and wondrous in all directions. I've never set eyes on it, but I promise it is nothing like this dismal abyss.
Lae'zel, I think he was being a little bit. Never mind. Right. I think we are probably just throwing him in. Yeah, I think we're just gonna throw him that, and then he can get like 2 potions of greater healing. Might as well give him the Shadow Blade ring. Like we have better to do. Oh, you have that, then we Edward's Black Taint. Always nice to have a bunch of. That's that. Do we give? Yeah, I think that one off. That over to Bell.
Assume nothing.
Bell.
No one's stopped me yet.
One greater heal. Well.
It's madness.
You can drink that. Whip that. That. Drink that.
Alright, what now?
I think
with haste.
That's the best we can do.
She was no fun. All I wanted was to play.
Oh boy.
Maybe they want to play.
Well, we found Nathaniel, alright. Found Nathaniel. And I started a conversation, apparently. Let's hope having a...
I scared you! I saw it! Nobody beats me at hide and seek.
Nobody...
That's him. Like an echo of Thaniel, remolded by the curse. We need him if we're to put a stop to all of this.
Fair enough.
Will you play with me?
Right. That's a lot of options that we have available to us. So 6 of them, in fact. I know who you really are and where you really belong. You need to reunite with Thaniel. Who are you? Play. This is no place for a child, if that's even what you are. Don't startle people like that. Easy way to wind up killed by mistake. In a moment, maybe. Have you seen another little boy? His name is Thaniel. I don't have time for this. Okay, so I feel that asking play, this is no place for a child, if that's even what you are, is a little more than a little antagonistic. Who are you? We have, I mean, we already know who he is. I know who you really are and where you really belong. You need to reunite with Thaniel. I feel that this is just gonna get us to a fight. In a moment, maybe. Have you seen another little boy? His name is Thaniel. I mean, we already know where Thaniel is. So, I think that we are just going to say... Because as a Vengeance Paladin, and yeah, I think we're just gonna be straight with him. I know who you really are and where you really belong. You need to reunite with Thaniel.
Spoil sport. I'm not going back. I like it here. I've made a family for myself. I get to play all the time.
Do you? Lunge at him. Don't make this harder than it needs to be. Like it or not, you don't belong here. I mean, lunging at him seems not the correct choice here. Don't make this harder than it needs to be.
Not harder. Impossible. I don't want to play with you anymore.
That's...
He's scarpered. And I suppose it's up to us to find him.
Okay. He went into the shadow portal. There is a reason why you have sea invisibility, and I think this is the time to see invisibility. Though we don't want to go into the shadow portal just yet, because I did see that there was a Githyanki warrior over there who we can speak with dead with, and I think that might well be a good idea. There's a dead Githyanki warrior, has a cup of oil, dried pork sausage, and a silver ingot. Gets alright. Gale. Speak with dead, please.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Right. Where are you from?
Kresh Yillik, hidden among the mountains, veiled by ruins.
Okay, now at least we know the name of the crash that we're eventually going to. Why were you here?
Training, becoming a Sar, leading my kin.
Okay. How did you die?
Foolish games. Shadow shadow. Ambushed. Shameful death. Dishonor to Vlaakith.
Okay. Are there other Githyanki nearby?
Not in the Shadowlands. Atop the mountain reaching to the sun.
And somehow we found at least one, like, random Death Githyanki warrior near the ruined town. Okay. Who works?
Warrior for my queen. Blade for my Kithrak.
The spell's power wanes.
Well,
you can ask no more questions.
we pretty much learned the name of a crash, like name of the crash that we're heading to probably eventually. That's pretty much all we found. Unfortunate as it is. Right, that's locked. We'll come back to that later because we currently have literally nobody capable of lockpicking. Right. We are gonna go a little bit over time today, over the normal stopping time, because we had a little bit of a shorter session the last time. So, and I do think that this, however, is a good enough place to save, because I have not yet done that, which I probably should be. I probably should be better at that than what I have been. Alright, let's go into the portal.
I'll make my own fun if I have to. And my own friends.
Okay. Full arm master attack. Okay. Gale cleans up those. And I think we need to, basically we need to kill all of the others before we can get to. Okay.
Taking position.
Taking position. Do you do Tears Protection, or do we do Hunter's Mark? Bonus action. Actually. What do? Your Woodling Being. I think that is what we are gonna start. And then with that, let's see, Wild Shape, Panther, a Wolf, a Spider, a Dire Raven, Deep Growth. From the shape of a Deep Growth that casts Dancing Lights and charges its enemies. Deep Growth has a starting health of 23 hit points. Increases. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go for the Owlbear shapeshift because we need hit points is what we need on our group here. Right.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Right. Gale. Third level, lightning bolt. Took out all of the friends. Okay, so so killing them will cause damage to the Night Dome, and we cannot touch it. All right, seems reasonable. That's Gale done. Then we have Dryad, Nature Step, Alter Deterrent, allowing nearby to travel with ease. Aren't okay. Gain resistance to poison damage. Spike growth. When it's half, the creature walking on the spike stick. Okay. Summon a woodwood bound to your tree to fight alongside you. I think we just summon a woodwood. Like, why not, I guess. Put a shillelagh on. And we'll stay out for now. Mr. Woodwood, are you actually capable of... I wonder, are these things... I would imagine that they are... I figure that they're ethereal... Affected entity is incorporeal, cannot be shoved, thrown, or used as an improvised weapon. Okay, but it doesn't say anything about entanglement. Right. Guess we're gonna go after Mom. And regeneration. All right. Cool. Right. Lae'zel. Yeah, I think. Bonus action, Hunter's Mark. And let's get to swinging, shall we? Good swing. Another very good swing. And then we're going to immediately action surge. A good swing. And a down swing.
You're supposed to be playing, not breaking things.
Okay.
Death is but a word away.
You are done. You are done. Mr. Owlbear is done. You are also done.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Leaving only you. Do we want to use a bonus action
We need to find a way
anywhere?
forward.
Not particularly. So let's do critical miss. That, and then bonus action. Back him in the face. Alright. Enter.
You should have left me alone. Spoil my fun. I'll teach you a lesson. Just you watch.
Okay, we'll take that swing. That is. Okay. So his lecture is like an AoE. Okay. Right.
The witching hour.
Let's see. Oh. That. Alright. That's all. Friends dealt with.
Victory awaits.
Which should allow you to get in grips with him. Bonus action. And then goading attack.
You bow, or you break.
And then other swing. That's a miss, I think. Maybe? Judging by the sound effect alone. No, it was a decently good hit. Alright. You're done. Tangle. Can't reach him. Can't reach that either. You don't want to dismiss your summon. Well, I guess you just end your turn there. Rage. Give into your Auburn. Things to increase your strength, but possibly make. Okay. Put a target. No, I think we just. Do we go after?
Can't even catch my breath.
Yeah, okay.
Let's get this over with.
We're gonna go after. And we managed to stun ourselves. Not enough movement to get there, okay. Well, we know who the Owlbear needs to go after, I guess. Get to go there, and turn, and then Owlbear. owlbear.
Spoiling my fun! Stop it right now, or you'll be sorry.
Wait, what? So we gained an inspiration. So punching the Night Dome itself. First Vengeance. Any damage done against all it will reflect twofold at the attacker. Cool. I think the dome still takes the damage, even if the damage does get reflected, which... Okay. I think we're not gonna be running around. Oh, disadvantage. Okay, I guess we are running around. So, over there. Punch him. Almost strike him. There we go. Then that way.
One can't always be a gentleman.
I think we should be fine here. Rare Frost. Turn. Punch him with Shillelagh. Done. Yep, don't have another action. Mr. Owlbear. We care. Into the Owlbear. Then Lunar Man. Let's expend a second. That's not a lot. You.
Why are you doing this? All I wanted to do was play.
All you wanted to do was play. That's certainly true. Unfortunately for you, playtime's over. I don't want to go swinging with the Paladin here, though, because the, right. I don't want to go and do that because the, like, damage going to the Owlbear form, fine. Entirely fine. Damage going to the summons, also entirely fine. I think...
Another step forward.
I think putting damage on our actual characters, I'm gonna pass on that. Thank you. Because he's just gonna keep spawning those things. We're just gonna keep smacking. Which is gonna be doing enough damage anyway. I think we use Rally to give Halcyon a little bit more
Unleash me.
Of a frontier against the blowback damage. Put him down. Put him down. Then
another fight. Let's go.
Put him down after we stun ourselves. Fair enough. He is close to going down. Fine. Then bonus action enrage. Immune to being fearful. Yeah, I think we just go for the... Alright, close to going down. I don't.
Let my name be known.
Why couldn't you just leave me alone? Why can't I just stay here, playing? I had everything I've ever wanted, right here!
The
And you
Allburst
ruined
is a little bit on the way here, making this a little...
You can't make me.
Be gentle. He's much more than a child. But he doesn't truly know that.
Yeah, Halsin, you don't have to leave. All you have to do is lend Thaniel your strength. You're just a thieving shadow that thinks it's a child. Playtime's over. Thaniel's waiting. You have what you want, but not what you need. Thaniel. He's your friend. Your kin. He's you. People are dying for the sake of your fun, kid. Talk to him, Halsin. You know what it is. I think we're gonna go with you have what you want, but not what you need.
He's nothing to me. He left me here all this time. I had to do everything for myself. Even when it was scary, even when I was alone. I didn't give up.
Nobody is to blame here. The curse tore you to a pride. Now you can be reunited. You were very brave and resourceful. Think of how much you'll be able to help Thaniel.
But would he even want me back? I've changed. A lot.
Of course he will. You're bound to each other, always. Change is good. That's what growing up is all about. Together, you two will become more than you were before. Of course he will. You're bound to each other, always.
So I wouldn't have to be alone anymore. He'd stay with me. Play with me. I'd like that. And he would too, I think. Alright, I'll do it. I want to do it.
There we go, kid.
Well done.
Are you crying? You're a bit big to be crying. But I suppose that's okay.
I do like the fact that
Bye. And thank you for playing with me.
Okay. I mean, this entire cutscene or dialogue
It's done at last.
was a little
Soon the
bit
land
more
will be
anticlimactic than would normally be true.
We should return to Thaniel when we can.
Because of that. Because of the fact that Halsin is still in his owlbear form. Right. How long are you sticking around, I wonder? Right, anyway, we need... Halsin, you definitely need to heal yourself. Let's get a couple more heals in there.
Take cool.
Alright.
Vlaakith's will be done.
Lizelle, you can do that, and you're fine. Alright.
Is that blood? No, never mind. Can't slow down.
So we got an inspiration on Lizelle for Pentacrush for killing 5 enemies in a single turn. 1 for the ages, survive a fight in which you kill 10 or more enemies. Yeah. Okay. How is our inspiration doing? I think we've gotten back. Yeah, we've gotten back all 4. And, okay. We were brought back to the center here. That's surprising. That is just the end there. I think we go back to camp now. Because we do want to figure out what, like, this whole... a conclusion to this Thaniel business. Because this is important for the Shadow Curse uplifting.
The druid Halsin spoke to me while I was sleeping. He spoke of you. Said that you fought shadow and spite to restore me. 100 years of sickness almost ended. I feel every root that riddles the earth beginning to unfold. But there is one anchor, still holding the shadows in place. The soul that brought it into being. For the land to heal. Ketheric Thorm must die.
Yep. As expected, I suppose.
Oakfather preserve you.
Okay. I met a peer of yours, Druid Jaheira. Know her?
Only by reputation. She was present when we marched against Ketheric Thorm, but on the far end of the battle lines from where I fought. And in the chaos that ensued, well, our forces were scattered. I led some to safety, but never learned of her fate. I'm glad to hear she survived. Though in truth, I should not be surprised. She was always said to be formidable and cunning. I could have learned much from her, no doubt.
Well, I think we're going to basically just have this conversation with Halsin and see what dialogue he pops up, because, well, this is the first time we've gotten any dialogue after, like, aside from Shadowcore Daniel. So, you're an archdruid. What could you possibly have left to learn from anyone? That's rather. You seem to admire her greatly. Seems a lot more noble of a choice here.
There is much to admire, judging by the stories. I cannot help but wonder how she would have handled some of the challenges I faced as Archdruid. Would she have helped the refugees? Defended the Grove? Controlled Korga? At least now we can benefit from her presence, and perhaps work to a common goal.
You've spent all these years fighting the Shadow Cursed. What happens once it's lifted?
Honestly, I never thought I'd make it that far. But the Absolute is a threat to all, and I promised I'd help you with your parasite. So, I'll remain with you. If you'll have me, that is.
I mean... Alright, of course, I only wish you'd joined me earlier. You'll make a decent workhorse. This camp doesn't haul itself around easy. I'll see how useful you prove to be. On that note, I need you to stay at camp. Alright, of course, I only wish you'd joined me earlier.
So do I. But one duty at a time.
Yeah, that's fair enough. What happened before, when the Shadow Curse was unleashed? That is an interesting question that I want to know the
Druids and
answer.
Harpers joined together to put a stop to Ketheric Thorm. We marched on Moonrise, and after much fighting, we prevailed. Even in defeat, though, Ketheric turned to Shah. Not long after we sealed him away in his tomb, the Shadow Curse took hold. No one had seen the likes of it before. No one knew how to react. Then it started to claim all those within its reach. Those who had survived the battles now fell to the shadows, became part of the shadows. And worst of all, I lost contact with Thaniel. I wanted to try and find him, but we couldn't stay. We would have all succumbed. When the Archdruid of the Grove, my predecessor, was seized by the curse, I had to lead the survivors to safety.
Definitely very dangerous.
That was my first day as Archdruid. An inauspicious beginning.
He's an Archdruid. Yeah. Inauspicious. Sounds like you did what you had to and saved lives. Not every day as a leader can be a glorious one. That's in the past. Faced the curse and rescued Thaniel from the Shadowfell. I think, lawful good as we are, inauspicious. Sounds like you did what you had to. Saved lives.
You are right, but I must not lose focus until everything has been put right. I've wasted too much time already. Years in which nature has suffered.
Alright. How am I holding up in your estimations?
I've been unfair to you. I've had unrealistic expectations of your character ever since I joined you. But honestly, you've surpassed even those. Seems my faith was more than well-founded.
That's nice to know. Always nice to get some compliments. I feel like I haven't gotten to know you properly yet.
It's true, and I can't imagine I helped with that. Sometimes I let the task at hand consume me, and people think I'm obsessed. Trust me, the day I no longer have to talk about the Shadow Curse will be a happy one. What would you like to know?
Don't take this the wrong way, but you're quite large for an elf.
I am? Trust me, it's been said. You show more restraint than most in avoiding the subject until now.
We don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
It's a natural question, but I don't have a good answer, I'm afraid. Perhaps there's a half-orc buried somewhere in my ancestry. Or perhaps not. Sometimes I think conventional wisdom is too narrow about what someone can or cannot be. Stranger things have most certainly happened.
An unusually, like, tall, muscular, like, broad-shouldered elf is unusual, yes, but nothing really to blink at. How did you come to be a druid?
I had a friend when I was young, long ago. He played with me in the forests where I grew up. But eventually, I realized no one else had heard of him. It was Thaniel, of course. Nature was my very first friend. I get older, but he hasn't changed a day. I knew then that I had to be more than a companion to him. I had to be a protector.
Do you have people out there somewhere? Family, friends, lover, perhaps?
You're not a doppelganger, are you? Trying to study me to learn all my secrets so you can take my place? Save for me, my line perished a long time ago. They rest in High Forest now, near the shade of the grandfather tree. The Grove became my family, with Sylvanus as my teacher. And now I have you.
If I remember correctly, the High Forest is a rather large, like, swath of forest land. Like, can't remember. I think there were like the Star Mountains or something that were in the middle of the forest, and it was said that it was inhabited by things like unruly beings such as ogres and giants and all the sorts of monsters and creatures that you'd think to roam the deep woodlands. I'm sorry for your loss. You're better off with me anyway. You didn't answer the part about lovers. You have me. Let's not get carried away. Circumstance brought us together. I'm sorry for your loss seems like the polite answer here.
It was a long time ago. The wounds don't heal, but they become more bearable.
I think we turn to other matters because both, like, this is not a question that I really need an answer to, and this is just needlessly antagonistic. Tell me something about yourself that I wouldn't even think to ask.
I suppose you wouldn't be shocked to learn I love animals and nature? I know, well-trodden territory. Well then, let's see. I whittle in my spare time, and I've something of a sweet tooth. Although everyone's very amused when I say I like honey.
Whittling. What do you make?
Ornaments, utensils, and ducks. I like ducks.
Fair enough. You're fortunate to know know what you like. I wouldn't pay any attention to what others think.
You're right. Sometimes I think people look at me and imagine my feelings can't be hurt.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank me by returning the favor, why don't you? Come on. I'm sure you've something better than carving wooden ducks.
I live in mortal fear of krakens, though I've never actually seen one. I feel that that's like fear, wrong word here, paladin as I am. But we'll go with this.
Well, they are fierce creatures from what I understand, but as long as you avoid the high seas, I think you can consider yourself safe.
That's enough for now.
Anytime.
He is a very nice sort of what would you call it? He certainly is a character, like a sort of not jaded, but like a wise druid, like certainly what I would expect from a wise leader of a druid character. I wonder if Daniel has anything more to say.
Kethric's soul still nourishes the shadows. Destroy him, so the land may heal, so that I may heal.
Very well. And I think that is as good of a place to end it as any. So we managed to reunite Thaniel with his other side, and now we have even more reason to take down Ketheric Thorm. Not that we really need it anymore. And Halsin has now joined our cause for good, and we look forward to, hopefully we'll have to figure out, we need to find him a lot of gear, certainly. But even without gear, the fact that he is a druid and can turn into an owlbear does genuinely just help quite a bit. So he's not, and he can always, like, having access to another spellcaster who's capable of healing in a pinch is certainly always a good thing, because Shadowheart has been getting a lot of work done, and I think having Halsin around as a sort of backup once she's out for the day is more than good enough. But with that, I thank you all for watching, and I say to you, good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, whatever time of day it might be.